Hello. Greetings. Let's have here some doodling in the background. Welcome to this fine Thursday. Shall we have a look at the backlog? And you can shout at me suggestions, games. Let's get us in here. See, we have much to do. So if you will just shout anything you want. Or if you don't, I'll just pick what I want. I always wanted to take a look at Democracy 4, so that is one of the titles I just punched in into Twitch today. But we have more than that. Many options. You can also use this moment to put some games into the appropriate categories. What the hell is this even? Didn't even know I had that. Isn't that how it goes with the backlog? It keeps increasing for some weird reason. So that is nice. Oh, return to Socialism. Play something new or something old? Something very old. Mustn't even be indie, we could even play one of the big titles if you really like me to dive into those. This is just what this backlog mostly offers. Indies. Mania. In something else that could interest me. Lake Tale? Even though I had that here. Never played Mafia 1, I know Mafia 2 quite well. But now that we have definitive editions of this, could also be something. The Life in Strange series is something I have to continue at some point. I think I don't need to finish the first game, I've played far enough into that to get the gist. And I might be already spoiled. The Hex is something I would love to show you. But if there is really no more protests, could try and fix things in democracy. Something more upbeat here. Oh, that is more fitting. Do we want to try this one out? Darksiders is also a series I never really played. Commanders I've played back in the day. Would be quite a challenge. Beholder I've seen a little bit of. Could also be something quite interesting. Cloudpunk is a game I should play. But I just want to goof around a few hours, so I think there's no more objections. I'll just go ahead and set that up. Whoops, that there. Yeah, we probably have to change the resolution. Team initialization success. Oh, there we have the game. That is some impressive music. So apply the changes. Oh, can I put it in windowed mode? Okay, it didn't take over the music volume. Full screen, windowed. Hey, windowed mode. But please, save the audio volume. Cheapest creepers. I think we don't need that much jovial music. We want some satisfying UI sounds a little bit. So, dilemmas, assassinations, yes, leaderboards, link, campaigns, political honeymoon. Higher level of political capital when first elected, yes. Autosave, transitions, fancy transitions, political capital, lock to 60 FPS, I guess so. And with window capture I should be able to have you see that as well. Democracy. There we go. Maybe I use the reset the transform reset. Okay, we have to stretch it a little bit maybe. Up. It's capturing, but is there a borderless window? Use monitor scaling. It wish to run a full scheme at a lower Render scale. Full desktop display 1, 2. Okay. English. Oh, there's dark themes. Let's keep it light. I think the music is repetitive enough to be quiet, put to quiet. Yeah, there is no borderless full screen, so we have to kinda... Maybe we can cut it off a little bit at the edges. That won't bother us too much. Just filling the screen is good. There we go. Vote on developer priorities. More mod support. Homeless hostels policy. Okay. I'm just gonna put the back screen back there away. A compass. Oh, there's a compass. It plots the last 50 election victories and shows where on the left and right liberal conservative spectrum your country was at each victory. Icon represents the county you were governing at the time. Ah. Global, local, online. Capitalist, liberal. Steam friends, local. Okay. There we can see where we end up. Hey Donald Trump, what are you doing up there? Well, definitely our goal will be to get as close to Lenin as we can. Or will we? Let's try it out. A new game. America. Boring. Germany. The Federal Republic of Germany, more commonly known as Germany, is a federal parliamentary republic. Yeah, the boring stuff. We lost some wars, and we're doing bad. We have many non-religious, few Catholics, a few Islamists. We export vehicles, machinery, chemicals, electronics. What about weapons? There should be weapons on there. World leader. Climate and energy policies. Number of zoos. Exports. Okay. We are a member of the Eurozone, EU, Single Market, NATO and G4. Adjustments. EU affects EU membership. Geography affects traffic congestions. And culture affects productivity. Let's do it. Let's save this country. Player party name. We will be... Okay, something orange. Vision party name. Oh. Highest party name. The Communist Alliance, Freedom Party, Family Value Party. Are we just picking who is our opposite to us? United Diversity, the Welfare Platform Party. I believe our party should be the The getting stuff done party. No. What about the oppressive party? The money bags. But contradictory to our name, we will share our money. Because we have innate socialism. Oh, Lord, it's to which would I compulsory voting. 3 parties. Calais political apathy, thanks to which voters will not bother voting, assuming they do not feel strongly for or against the. We definitely create a certain amount of apathy. We should have... is that what the country has? Changes the starting position of global economy. Economic cycle. Okay, we will start at the start. Ah, this is what the country is at. A bit more logical is, yeah. We have a few... we will work with a few, not so voting happy people. Difficulty normal, we'll keep the rest normal. Our opponents shall be very brown idiots. Red and blue. Can we get some brown in there? And make it a bit darker, redder. How do we get some brown? Need a proper representation of what is actually going on here. Yeah. The effing turds. They're not so Christian party. We shall be Germany's last chance. I'll definitely a cultist name that has get us far. Some brown bastards and some blue striped, not so Christian party. Tweeting random policy ideas. Complicating a tax system. Welcome to democracy. You have started your first term as Chancellor. And as your Chief of Staff, I'm here to explain how things work. I can below show you a few indicators of the state of your country. Hopefully you can change things around for the better and get elected after the term is up. Press the button in the window below. Begin term of office to start. Governing. Okay, the GDP is up there, health is okay. We have a little bit of trouble with crime. Welcome to your new job as councillor. The lives of 83,782,000 citizens are now at your hands. As you will imagine, there are a number of situations and concerns that we'll need to deal with as soon as possible, while keeping an eye on the long-term improvement of your citizens' quality of life. Plus, do not forget to face a re-election in 4 years. So, we will need to monitor the opinion polls of your party membership. Good luck. At the recent election, your party won with a majority of 10%. This will give you some political power to implement your policies. Let's do it. We have our chance. From here you can survey the current state of your country. This may look complex, but all the different components works in very similar ways. The icons represent the different objects in economy or society, including policies, laws, voter groups and values for important concepts such as health and education levels of our citizens. Click the next button. These strips on the left of the screen represents groups of voters, which are colored progress bar, indicating how happy they are with your government. The lighter area behind the text shows the percentage of our electorate that is in each of these groups. One of the key concepts of Democracy 4 is to understand that individual voters can be members of many different voter groups at once, and the extent to which they identify with those groups is in itself variable. You will never get all of these voters groups to entirely approve of you. Some of them are opposites. That is clear. White icons are policies. You can start the game with some already implemented, but it can be cancelled and many of them can be added. It can also be adjusted. Policies are the primary method to govern the country. Blue icons represent statistical data relevant to your country, GDP, the strength, and yeah, what happens with our policies. The red icons are situations. They are ongoing events taking place in your country, which are maybe going well, green, or badly in red. You can encourage good situations and prevent or fix bad ones by your policy choices. Policy data and situations are interconnected through effects. Hovering the mouse over any of these icons will show you how to influence flows between them, with green being a positive effect and red being negative. The speed of flow also shows the strength of the effect. Experiment with this, then hit next. Yeah, we can for example look at state schools. They affect private schooling, unemployment, poverty, corruption, active schooling, and which parties they hit. You can also hover over the parties, what stuff they like. The wealthy. Okay. Voters, let's look at some voters. Middle income voters. This window shows detailed information on a specific group of voters. Each voters have their own opinions and priorities, and every event or policy will affect these groups in a different way. You can select their income or group membership over time. This area shows the different inputs of this voter group and how they make the group feel. Green effects are good and positive, red effects are bad and negative. Those effects may change over time as policy situation. Some of all these effects go towards determining how the group feels. You can now click on effect, a shortcut to see more information. For example, clicking on this effect, income tax has some effect on those voters. You can see detail screens for income tax. You can do this for almost any effect between two items. Income tax is a policy and the screen shows you the effects the policy is having. This slider is used to control the policy. You can adjust it to adjust tax up and down. We'll change the effects as it has on the link slide. Experiment with the slider, then hit next. So yeah, we can see, oh, middle income will not like that. They will love that. Equality goes down, up with more tax. And there's certain rises we can't do. Next, okay, the policy slider. Notice the effect showed two different values. If the value is 0, the effect will beat the next level at the start. Set leave things as they are, revert changes, yeah, with it. Time to check out one of the situations that currently Situation problem. What is this? There's a person puking. Alcoholism. Selected situation. As you can see, situation have both causes on the left and effects. You cannot change anything here. All you can do is see the various effects. Situation can be ended if you reduce the strength of the causes sufficiently. Figures and graphs. The chart shows information on the actual strength of the situation over time and 2 triggers. Okay, it's a bit graphs and charts and graphs and charts. Okay, we get it. The statistical data. What is this? National statistic data, healthcare vouchers, GDP. Okay, wealth and income. Be aware that some statistical values are good things that we want high, like health, and others are bad things we want low, such as crime. We can't change anything here. Okay. Pay attention to this value in the center icon. This is political capital, which represents the amount of support your government has to get things done. You have a limited amount of political capital per turn. Each turn is a quarter of a year. When you run out, you need to end the turn to get more. Some political capital can be carried over to the next turn, but not all. Click the icon for details. Hey. So where we get our influence from. When we adjust policies, we can cancel them. We've seen it cost this fist icon of stuff. Yeah. Good. Okay, create a new policy. Whoa. Those are some effects. We can have a border navy, citizenship for sale, tourism ad campaign, up in tourism and foreign relations, a border wall, a drone strike act, welfare, economy, ban coal. Yay, let's ban coal. Those are new policies that can currently be implemented due to a lack of political. Yeah, red ones are insufficient capital. A bit more difficult. But many things can be done. Look how much we can do. Select the policy and then hit the implement. What do we want? What do we want? And when do we want it? What do we want? Signs to hold up. When do we want them? Right now. State housing, food stamps, genital mutilation ban, what the shit? Let's do something for the economy. Banning coal sounds a bit extreme. In a fight against climate change though, I think something we should do. Let's go balls to the wall. Let's just live with it reduces respiratory diseases, CO2 emissions, capitalists. And GDP will not like it, but the environment will freaking love it. Oil demand goes up. Ugh! This is not good. There is a side effect to it. People still drive their coal cars. State telecoms company. Oh, we could remove the privatization of tax shelters? Nah. Vertical farm subsidy. Young entrepreneur scheme? Actually, capitalists love that. The youth loves it. How much does it cost? Not that much. Potential income? None. Something with a potential income? Barely anything. Small business grants. Why does socialism not like it? Small businesses, not big ones. Consumer rights. The liberals like it. Business startup campaign. Self-employed and self-employed membership. Hey, in the interest of myself, I'll just start a business startup campaign. This is cheap enough, quickly implemented, doesn't cost too much, has mostly positive effects. Let's give us this. A new policy you can choose to implement. You can adjust the slider on new policies for free, so we can set a starting amount. without using it. Be aware that some police... For now, let's go back to the main screen. I actually don't want to do us anything right now. And the next turn is right there, blaming the previous government report. This is a quarterly report. It will highlight some key indicators which impact on the current state of the country, plus some information. Demand from donor. One of our major players has idea about policies. Okay. Situation imminent. Our data is showing we'll have a bad situation with organized crimes. What the shit? Cabinet report. Loyalty of our masters can best be described as loyal. This is good. And their effectiveness is adequate. As expected. Budget report. We have a minor deficit of 10 billion, but oh, this was only 10. Credit rating downgraded the major and downgraded the status of course. Okay. So we are economic forecast is good, budget reports fine, polls report we are popular, the majority. Okay, so we have 37 power. We have some ministers that support us and some ministers that are a bit... So, yeah, orange means this minister is rather... loyalty down. This is Martha Klein, a public services. Foreign policy. She would love to do foreign policy. Effectiveness is okay, experience is going up. Anyone that dislikes us for a reason currently, this guy is rather unexperienced in welfare. Okay, we have a few situations around. Polarity is okay. Let's just click on things that move. What is the issue here? Alcohol abuse is big. We have a serious problem with people consuming alcohol in large quantities. This is obviously bad for their health, but it's also leading to crime and disorder in our cities. It is caused by unemployment, poverty, police force a bit, and alcohol consumption. Hey, we're a beer drinker country. So, take beer away from the Germans. Sounds like a bad idea. Entirely awful idea. So we can hover over this and see what it is. Police force will reduce it. Alcohol consumption is the main driver for it. It itself drives crime. I mean, if we solve unemployment a little bit more, this could also help us, and if we solve poverty a little bit. Poverty is created by many things. Tobacco tax causes poverty, what the sh... Okay. Unemployment has so many factors going into it. Holy shit, you can scroll on it for days. Hard to get an overview over this. Do I see anything moving strongly? Strong negative effects. Have petrol tax. Immigration rules, foreigners, okay. An uncompetitive economy. Our productivity is a bit up and down. Okay, payroll tax, minimum wage, yeah, affects this. I believe the minimum wage would be a... See how thick the line is towards poverty? And unemployment. it would remove unemployment. So this increases unemployment. Or what? But it reduces poverty. The minimum wage. Let's raise it. Let's put a high minimum wage into effect. Sounds like a funky idea. Doesn't cost us much. It would solve our uncompetitive economy and socialism. Let's give us a boost here. Boosting this further is a bit extreme, maybe. Yeah, but yeah, let's raise the minimum wage a bit. Let's also have fun with alcohol abuse. What directly can we do? Can we do something about the alcohol consumption? A little thing. A little thing. What can we do? It is alcohol awareness campaigns do a lot. Alcohol law. The good GDP actually fires. Yeah, we buy so much drinks because it also lowers productivity. Dangerous stuff. And the antisocial behavior is also fired by this. Ah. Legal drug consumption would reduce. Or replace it with weed. Let's see what we can do here. Legal drugs consumption. Let's see if we have a policy available. Where's the policies? Implement new policies. Here's an idea. Drug. Recreational drugs. Recreational drugs. No. I don't want to tax it. Cryptocurrency taxation. Oh. Very modern of the game. Legalize drugs? Can we legalize drugs? Legal drugs? It's under narcotics policy, right? Drugs such as cannabis and heroin be legalized? Supporters suggest that this is a crime associated with buying black market drugs can cause problems. Legalizing narcotics would reduce crime. Opponents point to the health risks and say no to giving it into criminals. Medicinal cannabis. Can remove anything here. It can only move in chunks. Yeah, we could age limit for cannabis, legalize it, legalize everything. Outlawed. Okay. An age limit for cannabis. The parents and conservatives would hate it. Legal drug consumption. There's youth and tourism. Good for tourism. He can effectively make this change. Let's add an age limit. Increases legal drug consumption. Legal drug consumption, yeah, if that goes up, alcohol consumption would go down. What else has influence on alcohol? An awareness campaign, we apparently have one going, doesn't cost that much. Let's just boost that alcohol awareness campaign for now. 130, ooh. That's expensive. Maximum, medium. I want something for my money. Put it here. Right. Now let's make that Oxbad campaign a bit more effective. State pensions. Kills private pensions. Furthers poverty. No, kills poverty. Less old drug users as well. Generational wealth gap. Interesting. Let's do something about poverty. Big factor are state schools are pretty good. State pensions, they reduce poverty. More unemployment. The sales tax. Sales tax. Let's lower that frickin' sales tax. Reduces poverty. Bit better for the self-employed. Yeah. Income goes down a bit for us. 14%. How does that sound? Big change. Do it. Low sales tax. Why not? What do we have here? Secularity of education. Bitter battle has raged about the way children are taught in science versus religious scientists. What the shit? Science empathist? Atheist? Secular? Religious empathist? Fuck, I want this up. Ooh, that costs a lot of movement though. Costs a lot of movement to change anything here. Okay. What else do we have? A respiratory disease. Asthma and lung diseases. Corona. Corona. What can we do? Tobacco usage. Our usage. I've got a man. Tobacco tax. This also increases poverty, but decrease the tobacco usage quite a bit. Let's make this unhealthy thing a bit more costly. We probably need a tax we need to rise. Property tax. Let's give us a bit of a solid property tax increase. Not popular with the voters. So we have only 2 more points to move shit. We can do little things. Business startup campaign. Fuck it. Buy ourselves here this. Boost their small businesses a bit. And compulsory school sports. Woof. Medium, high, low, none. Bad for health. Youth really doesn't like it, huh? They're gonna get free drugs, but they have to work out. Obesity, what can we do? The GDP is fueling that. Food Standards Agency, we could move a little bit here. Food Stages Agency is a branch of government dedicated to ensuring food safety and minimum nutritional standards. Yeah, let's boost them. So, we spent our capital. Have we done stuff? A demand. One of our major donors, Reinhard Schulte, is insisting that you placate them implementing a specific policy, clean fuel subsidy. If you refuse to do that, abandon their view the policy. Oh, that would cost me something. Shit, now I didn't look at this. Can we revert something? We just confirm everything. We don't have enough cleaner fuels. It's actually a good thing. Now I clicked my political capital somewhere else though. Can I correct one of my moves? Right click on a policy areas. Shit, we should have had a look at this before we just clicked on stuff. I forgot it. Income and expenditure per quarter. Well, donor will abandon me. Fuck it then. Okay, we need to look at stuff like this before we do anything else. I had more important things to do. Poor voter perceptions. There's a problem with the way voters perceive you as a leader that needs to be addressed before the next election. Okay. Budget report. Budget deficit of... No, we need to reduce spending or raise taxes. Situation imminent. Multinational tax evasion on our hands. Okay. So let's see, what is things we have to deal with? Expand public rights of way. We build more houses in our country. Once open land is used by walkers and hikers is increasingly becoming closed off and considered private property. The socialist campaigners have predicted that these changes are calling for an expansion of the protested public rights of way. Take no action. Yeah, sure, walk where you want. Farmers say the socialists fucking love it. So anything else? No. We have 19 to spend. There's even less we can do. We need something to get our deficit down. Property tax we already increased. Income tax I don't really want. Corporation taxes. Ooh. Car tax. Petrol. Sales. I don't want to tax cars, I want to tax petrol a little bit. It's really expensive, but we can bring it to here. 11 in that. Airlines. Capital gains tax. Oh, we can do a lot here. Oh, let's really piss some people off. Or they can pay for my deficit. We want to really piss some people off. Popularity with voters. Many people like it. Yeah, sure, yeah. G is tax levied on a non-salary income such as stock and stock market, shared dividends and profits from profit's sake. Profits for profit's sake, let's just share that around with people. There's big income. Cheap, done. Did it. Nice. Tax the rich. So we'll deal with the fallout later. So we have no more willpower to spend. This is a good quarter. Erasmus program. Oh, that's cool. That's a unique thing that's in the EU. Cool. From the EU membership we get that. Towards the EU membership, oh, we can actually look at this. Decreases foreign relations, but good relations with the EU. Monetary policy. Okay. Probably costs us. Yeah, it costs us 5 billion. That's so cheap. Gender transition. Okay. What is our stance on this? At will. Oh, that's cool. Cool. So who are we popular with now? The environmentalists, the poor, the retired lovers. Good, this is the greatest voting force in Germany. Socialist lovers, state employees, trade unionists. Kinda middle income is a bit pissed off at us. Mostly because of what? Welfare fraud department. Give too much money into welfare. Farmers, we kinda pissed off. We are not yet a middle income party. How are our ministers looking? This shows how you have working each government of point. Each will have a different level of experience and loyalty. Okay. I'll leave you to decide the career prospects of your colleagues now. Don't forget, you can always view potential replacement maneuvers, or you can fire someone. This guy is a bit not good and not giving us much power. We have some other people here. Or welfare. Need someone who is a bit more on our side. Experience, campaigning, loyalty. Annex Ziegler. By experience. Good enough loyalty. Public services. Can I actually filter by DOS welfare shit? Welfare. Campaigning. This affects both. Okay, she's good at campaigning. Experience is okay. Trade unionists. Parents and liberals. Parents would help us. This guy knows. The guy who is actually working with welfare would give us more power. He is loyal. Symphony, socialists and state employees. want more movement power. This guy. Capitalist and poor? How is this even working out? Ethnic minorities. Oh. With the self-employed. Quite loyal, not so experienced. Gives me enough political capital. Oh no, this is what is required. Oh, this is what they create? Ewald Martin. Oh, firing and replacing costs 1. Okay, we will look at this next term. Yeah, we need someone better in welfare. This is just not okay how this is run. Quarterly report. International Literary Award. A local writer has won the most prestigious International Literary Award for their novel. That a story set in our country and raise. Oh. Credit rating upgraded. Bad situation. Pollution on our hand. We'll just tax the cars more. Angry Kaseka Arnulf explains how this government's disastrous car emission limit policy is wrecking their once thriving business. What? Care about your backwoods. Pollution is a problem that's coming up. Okay, ministers. Reshuffle. I'll fire this guy and I'll hire a guy. Ah, now I can. Good with welfare, good with welfare. Yeah, this one gives me a house capital. This guy. I like his jib. And he's loyal. Can shuffle the economy around as well. He's growing with experience, but if you not at least give me 1 political capital and the economy, we could hire this guy. He's a great campaigner. Everything. Also this guy with parents, that is maybe useful as well. With parents and liberals. Capitalists and poors. Yeah, let's take this guy. So, shuffled our cabinet around. So now we can focus on strong things. We can move more on this side now as well. I can already see there's more green icons here. We can move more on this side. This is still difficult for us to adjust. So pollution is a thing that's coming up. Pollution controls, yeah. Restrictions on what chemicals and emissions can be released into the atmosphere. Controls reduce pollution and increase competitive at the cost of economic competitiveness. The environment loves it. It's actually not that difficult, yeah, but yeah, not that difficult, not that expensive. Let's put out hefty fines for fucking this up. Yeah. So let's uncompetitive economy. Environmentalists should love that now. Farmers love me a little bit less. How can we make middle income lovers a bit more? A happiness distribution. Everybody in this voter group and how they're happy. How they split up now, right now. Come. A large section of the inequality rises. Car owners. They don't like the income tax the most and the property tax. Ah, because I rose the property tax or something, right? Can we afford... Oh, we have a surplus of a few 100 million. Can we lower the income tax a bit? $10 billion. Quality goes up with more income tax, and socialists like that more. Difficult to change anything on that, and it costs a lot of money. Let's see if we can just have a funny, with our extra money, a fun little new idea. All business grants. The self-employed love that. Let's have that. Good unionists. Let's have it. Costs 2 billion. Medium. High. Maximum. Let's put it into high. Expensive, I know, but we can do it. Food Standards Agency is happy. Drinking problem is not less. Police force, what can we do about it? Let's support the police force a little bit. Should solve our crime problems. Security briefing. Ooh. Intelligence briefing. Security effectiveness. Of a decent. Just entirely based on the security policies we have. It is everything for this quarter. Crime is down. Health issues are down, GDP is down a bit. Poverty is fine. We have a serious pollution problem. It has appeared. Our data is showing that we have a potential badge in a tax evasion. Corporate manslaughter bill. What the shit? A new bill is proposed that will allow corporate entities to be prosecuted for manslaughter when they are found guilty in negligence. Yeah. Do it. Capitalists hate it, but the trade unionists love it. Yeah, negligence is not something we want to happen. Fine the motherfuckers for all their shitty behavior. Okay, there is the pollution. Also generated by GDP and the air travel. This is not good. Air travel does a lot to this. Then we have a... tax the airlines a little bit more. Bye. We don't want any short air travelings. Carbon tax. This can also pay for a little bit of our stuff. Oh. Capital gains tax is already up there. Oh. We kinda cooled down this problem. Something else is flickering up, probably because of the pollution. Tobacco usage is still heavily contributing to this. But it's going down, we tax tobacco a lot. Car usage, can we do something about cars? We have but 4 points. Kinda want to change my minister here. It's not very helpful. This guy in transport doesn't like me. Let's add to our... let's get some loyal people in here. Public services, great campaigner, parents and liberals. Hire the guy. Firing this one doesn't cost anything. He's not very loyal, he's afraid. Transport. Poor commuter, trade unionists. Not good for campaigning. It gives me points, yeah. Okay, the rest of the ministers get kinda weary in their loyalty every time I fire someone. But it's no problem, it's no problem. No problem, this is just all the changes I needed to get a bit more oomph out of my policies, especially in this department where I might want to change something. Selective schooling. How can we get middle income a little bit on our side? Income tax still has a big... I have a little bit of a deficit now again. We cannot spend more. This thing has a good effect on the middle income. TV ad campaigns and undercover investigators. Now that's a bit. TV ad campaigns. Yeah. Gives us also a little bit of an income. Here, my guy. Implement this. So we trace what people do. No welfare abuse, please. Let's keep it fair, people. We will get you welfare, but not for free. I believe that's the idea. Please do not betray us. Environment is a bit... We are fixing the environment soon. Pollution controls. Could put this way up there. Major fine. Was a bit of. Rather have something that creates an income. A cycling campaign. How much are we supporting this? Yay! Doesn't cost much. Good for health. Let's make a bit more ads for cycling. The little things. Unemployment is kinda rising. Health problems, GDP is going down still. It's an urgent policy question that requires our trade agreement. A group of Western countries has established an initiative to set up a trade agreement regulating tariffs, quotas, and other trade restrictions. This contract should help to prevent emerging countries from catching up and secure worldwide economic dominance at the expense of global equality. Under stress from new players in the markets, we have to close bonds with old friends. What? Refuse to sign. Support our economy at the expense of global fairness. It is not the time to just think about ourselves, but welcome new players on the global theater with arms. Hostile economic environment? No, let the people go. I refuse this thing. Liberals in foreign relations love that. Capitalists hate it. Ha! Get fucked, mate. Our approval rate is disappointing. If we believe the polls, we should just get... Whoa! Voting intentions. Gone down. Approval is down. Yeah, with our policies. With this, we destroyed. We destroyed. The minister changes also contribute to it. Well, trade agreement now. Voting intentions. This meter measures what percentage the electors are intended to vote for you in the next election. Failure at the end of the game. This is an overall measure of it. Well, they will no longer vote for me. Disposable income. Polling. Voter types. Focus group. Oh. This is our focus group. With this person we have approval. Nice. With this one we don't. Blue collar boy. With this one we have. Oh, not with them. Okay, cool. I see no issues blinking right now. That is cool. But we have still a little bit of a deficit. We decreased our deficit up until here. Our first year. Antibiotics ban. Oh yeah, ranchers, antibiotics in livestock. Monkey Town. Everyone just likes me a little bit less. Less freedom. Back attacks. Corruption. Has negative effects. The carbon... Oh, the carbon tax had a impact negatively. Gambling. Press freedom. It's high. We could put it to the maximum. It increases corruption, huh? Because people can manipulate better. Don't need to change anything here, I believe. Where should we look at? I don't care about not being popular with the current problem is less intention, voting intentions, average approval. Okay, people don't have an intention to vote for us. I think we really need to get middle income a bit more on our sides. The inheritance tax. Don't want to ease that. Solidarity tax. Middle income just hates all the taxes. The wealthies would love a lower solidarity tax. Middle income just hate all taxes. Maybe there is a new idea. Universal basic income is a bit difficult. Everyone. Welfare. State housing. Good with poor, equality, socialists, poor earnings, middle earnings, private housing, welfare department, socialism. State housing. Potential income of this. Yeah, let's implement this thing. Private housing goes down, but middle earnings go up if we really subsidize the shit out of this. Quite popular. Get it. Tobacco awareness. Let's throw that behind. Bad, okay? Oh. Unemployment and crime are rising again, but health is also rising. Tax. Surge in tax evasion. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, we need to look at what we can do about that. The capital gains tax. Because we raised it, people are now dodging it. When a loyalty of it can best be described as supportive, and their effectiveness is adequate. Okay. What else is in the news? Polarity? We got back on track. Approval is here. I know I'm doing radical things. We have a big deficit now because of that housing thing we bought. Our income should rise once this housing is active. Where's the tax evasion? Tax evasion, where are you? Oh, there. Who creates this? High taxes created, right? Causes crime. Corporate taxes especially do it. And the capital gains tax. Oh. What can we do against that? Maybe there's something... Can we have a task force against this? Evasion? Tax? Is there a automation tax? Technical innovation? Ooh. That could... Popularity with voters somewhat. Enterprise investment scheme. The rich people love that. Would be good for our costs. Anything else? Public tax returns. That lowers tax evasion. Do I get any hints here how to reduce it? Length, name, causes. There's no hint what reduces it, right? Payroll tax. Yeah, any tax increases tax evasion, right? Yeah. I don't want to... It's just banknotes, what the shit. Recreational drugs. Tax plastics. Bad for the GDP. Cumulative tax on superstores. This is quite popular, the plastic tax. The packaging gives us income. Public tax returns. Reduces corruption and not very popular. Frequent flyer tax. What about the... No, automation is not something we want to tax. We want to have automated tax returns. Apparently there's just public tax returns. Gonna implement something really fucky for them. Some details, all details, some details. Oh, we want all the deeds. Damn, that costs a lot of power. Safety law. Corporate exodus is happening. Companies are going away. What is good for our GDP? Lots of things. Lots of things go into it. If we could increase energy efficiency or science funding, oh. The small business grants are helping. Productivity. We don't have much to move stuff with. Anything we can move? Not really. Clean energy subsidies. Nothing big we can change. What is this? Family planning. I don't care enough about that. Art subsidies. Maybe we can just boost the arts a little bit more. And our last point on that. Now we made something incredibly. Pollution. Tell us that country's pollution problem is no more. GDP is down and unemployment is up. We need to fix a few things about that budget report. Reduce spending. Where's the quarterly report? Policy report. Indifferent to our government. Great. That is usually the best, as I've heard. Let's conclude with minimum wages. This could reduce unemployment. This has increased the unemployment. What can we do about? Need to turn our unemployed people into a GDP growth. Where's the unemployment? Ugh. It is on a slight rise. Do we see anything we can move? We have unemployment benefits. We could save on those. So people will have to work. Bus subsidies. Racial tension. Technology grants. Gambling. Why is gambling illegal? It has a negative effect on unemployment. No stakes limit, limited stakes, age limit. With lower unemployment? No restrictions. Limited stakes and an age limit. Let's get this through. And something that makes us money. Public tax returns are going well. Private healthcare. Private schools. Employment benefits. Lowering it. Bad for the poor and unemployed. Let's lower this a bit. Save a few bucks here. Maybe just... Can we have this for 6? Yeah, for 6 we can have it. 7. Okay, now we have one more point again. Last thing we can do is disability, equality, welfare fraud department. Again, we could crack down on this a bit more. Yeah, we're going after the poor. We don't want to be cheated out. We are taxing the rich hard, but we're also looking that the poor are not left behind. We basically create a more rigorous tax system that actually pays our shit. Should be our first year done. Employment, stable, crime down, cool. Message from one of our needs to talk to you urgently, private. Is tired of serving in our government. You may wish to leave it there. You wish to leave possibly politics altogether. You'll be able to persuade him to stay by taking steps. He's not loyal anymore. Okay, we will replace him probably. New major party donor. Our fundraising efforts have managed to attract a new wealthy individual to donate your future campaign fund. Make sure you... Hey! Okay, fundraising. You can choose between different tabs to view the different aspects of your party and candidates for re-election. Some options such as speeches and manifestos may not be applicable just before the election. For the effing turds. Okay. Concentrate by running the county. Yeah. Just don't need it yet. It's cool that we have a new major donor. We don't have that many donors. Speeches. 3 turns before the parties. The Not So Christian Party is incredibly popular. We have a few activists. Cool. Basically, the effing turds have no one behind them. Perceptions. We are trustworthy, we are not a strong leader, but we are compassionate as bitch. Could do media stunt. We could do media stunts to show we are strong leader. Media stunt. Also costs. Typical Builders Cafe. Lol. Success chances. Ooh, some of them have dangerously low. Genealogically programmed. Show our heritage and shit. Eat breakfast. I rather talk through my policies, not any media stunts. We have a deficit. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, but we have enough movement now. What about our ministers? So this guy wants to leave for free. Goodbye. Let's find someone loyal and capable. Law and order. Liberal environmentalist, great for campaigning. Gives me lots of movement. Also with the ethnic minorities. Not much experience, but gives me 2 points, so I'm okay. You can grow on your job. Elsa Haas. Maybe in a different job, but though. Yeah. Get someone in who loyalty wants to do this. So how could we get more money in? Now that we have graded Rex returns, we may be able to... Corporation tax. Let's just squeeze the motherfuckers. Squeeze the motherfuckers. Now, what good can we do for the GDP actually? Legalize sex work. I just saw something in a glimpse on my eye. It's good for GDP. Maybe if we can up it a notch. I just saw that out of the corner. Has a good, strong impact on it. Science funding. I see something. Yeah. Fun science. Many people love it. Good effects. Great effects. Reduces unemployment as well. Go for it. Nice. Science funded. What is this? Race Discrimination Act? What the shit? Prevent citizens from being racist. Okay, why is this not at the highest possible? Cost just a few millions. Very popular with the voters. Good. Let's use this as our... Hey, look, we are also not fucking racists. We're just cool dudes. Shared parental leave. Traditional paid leave from work was for the mother only, but there's a proposal to make this shared so that the time can be split between both parents as they fit. This is seen as a steps towards gender equality. Yeah, sure. Shared leave. Go ahead. Conservatives fucking hate it. Parents love it. That's the important thing. We don't need the conservative singles. Yeah, we are actually incredibly popular. We are growing up there. If we can just do a little bit more for the economy while we're being the cool dudes, this could work out. Hundreds of prisoners have been sentenced in a single year in violation of terrorist and fair trial delays. Travesty of justice. What the frick? Poverty is down. Unemployment is still there, but the GDP is finally going up. The budget deficit, it's halved from last quarter, so don't bug me about it. Less news is good news. There are 15 points to move stuff around. Okay. The deficit. Need something to boost the GDP, make us competitive, and also make us money. See if there is something cool in economy we can do. Young entrepreneur scheme. Capitalists actually like it. Could get a few of those votes back on us. Anything that generates a potential income. This generates an income. State telecoms company, okay. They hate that. Increases corruption. Increases internet speed, socialism. Decreases unemployment. Hey! State-run telecoms company. This is actually not. Roboter research. Is this popular with the voters? Not very much. Rural development. Get the farmers back on our... Car usage goes up. Carbon capture and storage. Emissions down. That costs a fucking lot. Damn, that's expensive. Rural development can cost a bit. Introduction costs 13. Oof. This is interesting. Let's just privatize the telecom. Poverty goes down. The telecoms industry goes a bit down, but yeah. Cost nationalized. Ooh. Ooh. Introduction cost. Entire industry into state public ownership. This will please socialists but upsets capitalists. Maybe it's a bit... I don't know. Actually has an interesting effect. Let's not be too wild. Something that makes a buck. Public services. Free eyesight tests. This is just something we could spend money on if we could spend money on it. Do we have... What about military spending? Can we cut that shit? Oh! Oh! Half that shit. The services. Piss off is off the Patriots. We don't need fucking Patriots. Reduces state employees. Increases, but not increases unemployment. Has a less strong negative effect on unemployment. Put some people on the street. Let's just lightly cut it. Make a bit of money here. Just lightly cut it. Trains. We do have a state rail company. Still have a state rail company? It kills the rail industry, huh? We should probably spend on this. Or we could open it up. Increases corruption. Trade unionists love it. Raise in income tax. Raise equality. Tax evasion. Kill our popularity with the... We do not care for it. Legalizing sex work, that was something we were thinking about. Good for GDP. Let's highly legalize that. Boom. Fuck around. We are not the party to fuck around unless it's legal. State energy company. Environmentalists love us. Middle income. Something little, small, cool we can do. On relations, international trade. Here's something quite popular. GDP up, capitalists like it a bit. A National Business Council. Establishment of National Business Council gives a strong voice to business interests and ensures that the needs of business, both big and small, are taken into account. Promote capitalism and enterprise, get across the message of corporate world has much to offer, creates employment and prosperity. A little bit to our counter movement. Tourism ad campaign. Non-relation tourism. Cyberbullying awareness. Youth policy. Keep the country tidy campaign. Carpooling. Oh, what is this? Telecommunication initiative. Potential costs high, but telecommuting. Work from home. Seen as desirable. Telecoms industry. Trade union is property. Okay. Our usage down. Parents love it. Yeah. Let's bring that working from home. Bring that in. With a high impact, at least. Let's go! Gender-neutral restrooms. Require gender-neutral restrooms. To non-binary cinema subtly face such as proposals ridiculous amount of pandering the tiny percentage of the... Oh! Go ahead with this. Ribble and the youths love it. The data is showing that we'll have a multinational tax evasion on our hand again. So they bring a... Oh! Our deficit is still lower. Currently have a minor budget. It's cool, it's cool. Economic fortness. Good news, the global economy is doing well, having a positive effect on our GDP. Everything's running smoothly. Your crack attacks is shocking state of our armed forces, the level of our are completely incapable. What do we need to have defend against? There's no reason we need to defend against anything. Abortion law. Or who can we piss off with that? Is popular with the voters. Limited circumstances. Life threatened. 2 doctors' approval. On demand. Total ban. Ooh. Requires a lot of movement. Probably because we have so many strong religious groups. It's a bit expensive to change anything here. There's nothing you can change people's minds quickly about. All this ridiculous religious sentiment. It's probably also because I'm doing something that a party that doesn't like me is against me. We already got gay marriage and legalized sex work. Doing something against gambling at least. Tourism. 8 employees, are good. Middle income still not on our side. A stronger inheritance tax, I think, is something we want. Before we do anything here though, let's look at new policies. New ideas. New ideas. Second homes owned by a wealthy and used for a month or 2 a year. Popular in rural communities where wealthy buyers from other reasons push up property prices, meaning that many young people are well off and cannot afford to buy it all. Yeah. Don't keep homes empty. Ooh, there's a good impact. That is a good strong impact. Let's bring this in with the maximum. Bye. So. Expensive policy, but hopefully did the trick. Oh, look at this. Everything is green. Torture deportation. Have arrested a conman who is staying in our country illegally. Under normal circumstances, would be eligible to be deported back to the country of origin. The man claims if sent back to his homeland, he will likely be tortured by the government. Is hardly a model citizen, but no confidence trickster deserves to be tortured. If we truly oppose the use of torture principle, yeah. Yeah, I don't care about a single guy's. Ooh, our deficit is getting lower. I'm supporting David Cameron purely out of cynical self-interest. Wow. Thanks, Boris. Do we have here road building? If we improve that, motorists, it's not best good for the environment. Freedom, everyone loves that. State schools. There's nothing we need to act on. We had these tax evasions still. No monetary policy. We are fixing our problems. These things are shrinking, right? Alcohol abuse is shrinking, the respiratory diseases, obesity is going down slowly, yeah? Because there's a little cycling campaign and stuff. And Sunday shopping. Okay, that has a bad effect on... The Christian religion generally recognizes Shabbat as the day of rest, and many religious people... Ooh, it's not popular to change anything, yeah? Solidarity tax, we still have it going. Compulsory foreign language classes, that's good. We put more into that. Tourism, foreign investment, international trade, very popular with the people, doesn't cost much. Let's boost this shit. Let's make good classes, good education. Want to see if we can we do a bit more for education? Education. Learn. Nuclear? No. Clean. What is clean fuel subsidy? Ultra low sulfur fuel. Blah, 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 quite polite. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, let's put that in. Good amount. It's only popular. Clean fuels, so. Anything cool we can do to our education? Public services. Foreign policy. What is this? Citizenship tests. Don't care about it. Welfare. Our campaigns are running here, running well. Family planning. Gender equality and shit. Health up, education up. Just people hate it. Program of safe and good family planning. Yeah, support the families. More people need for the land. National sports are gagged by foreign policy. By foreign power. When sports are business, athletes need to check their contracts before speaking their mind. A groveling apology was issued to a foreign superpower who took exception to support it being... Ooh. People were taking a stand? Shit. People did not like that. Oh. Egalitarian society. Our society has become more equal and accepting than ever before. That makes... Oh. We are egalitarian. We are all equal now. Actually. That is cool. It's getting more support. The last quarter, new people signed up to be members. Hey! We're getting up there in popularity. We have a small budget deficit. Also great. Our people are loyal and they are fair. It's good. They get shit done. Okay, the foreign relations kinda cracked in with that thing. Water controls. Bad for tourism. Biometric checks. Passport checks. Patriots do not like it, I don't fucking care about it. Armed guards, biometric. It's not a big moving topic though. Topic doesn't get anything behind us. Labor laws. Oh, what can we do here? Quite a public terminal. Labor laws are by restrictions on workers' right to strike. Good for wages. Corporate exodus. Increases. Let's changes for working week into negative working week. Let's have a little bit of change here. Anything we can do with foreign policy? Tourism ad campaign, let's just get it. Let's just get a good public image again. We have so many points to move. We have here state housing. Ah yeah, we enacted that. We could put more into that. Destroy private housing. Kill poverty. It's not quite popular to talk about it right now. We should pick a bit more popular topics. Unemployed benefit. We reduced it. Hybrid cars initiative. Okay. Economy. Transport, carpooling campaign, fuel efficiency standards. Carpooling program, reducing car usage. Doesn't cost much. When from ring, congestion charging. Motorists' income up, car usage, oil demand down, environmental. Yeah. Fuel efficiency standards. Please make your cars fuel efficient. We'll spend a little bit on this. Quite popular. We have good green fuels now. Free school meals. Popular topic. We can spend a point to just have this be a little bit more efficient. Maybe we put something more in next quarter. We'll make a promise to put more into this next quarter. Max out this. Electric cars. Yeah, let's... Oh, costs a bit of money. I believe we have the money. Make the electric cars just a little bit more useful. GDP is going down, so is crime. No foreign presidential visit. Fast-growing economy has visited in an official state visit. The visit would be an excellent to encourage trade with a country. Yeah, sure, go ahead. GDP is up. Campaign speeches are coming up. Potential bad situation. Yeah, the tax evasion is going rampant. Polls report. We would get 75% of the vote. Holy shit, we are popular. Campaign speeches are available. Small budget up. Because we... electric cars. It's getting more popular. Woo! New activists and 1 million new members? What the frick? What the frick? Crazy! Okay, speech. Our scriptwriters have prepared some punchy slogans for speech. Must choose which ones to use, up to 4. They may polarize some voter groups, so choose carefully. The socialists, the capitalists. The poor, the wealthy. Trade unionists. Liberals, conservatives. The retired ones. Rich and poor. And south and rural and stuff. Okay, okay. Trade unionists. Piss off the rich even more. We are doing well. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend. So today we talk about the present. I want to talk about the future, whether it is known, what is in store can be known. We meet at extraordinary hope. Never before in this country we have our values of freedom, democracy and economic opportunity. And so Getty Rivers. On this day we proclaim an end to the petty grievances and false promises, recriminations, worn out dogmas. Hey, this screen shows the how popular it is. Oh, oh, yay, 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 people are with it, woohoo! Oh, they booed me for my socialist. The self-employed hated it a little bit, but got the liberals and youths back in it. Powerful. So the uncompetitive economy is evolving into a problem. Payroll tax will have a property positive effect. What can the payroll tax do for us? if we lower this? Not to change anything on this tax. Popularity is there. The wealthy really don't like me. Religious neither. State schools. We wanted to do something about our schools. We have a deficit though, we need something to pay for it. We could go again after the corporate tax. Yeah. No false promises, I said in my speech. Let's tax the rich. And put it into education. Public services, Youth Politics Council, Social Justice Foundation, Cyberbullying Awareness Campaign. The pressing matter. I want to put something into just state broadcaster. State-owned broadcaster can provide impartial and independent news. Ooh. Why do we have so much money into that? Science. University grants. Oh, they are at the maximum already. Technology colleges. Yeah, this is where we could spend some money. Yeah. Comet Tech Nation. Notice that large number of models. Yeah. Goddamn tax evaders. Ban animal testing. Ban it. Election is drawing near. We have the opposition party has more members than us. Polls are optimistics. Okay. Our deficit is going up again. Energy efficiency kills the energy, you know, micro. Petrol tax. Raise the GDP by just taxing the fuck out of petrol. Is there any programs that could give us robotics research, technology, industrial automation, city farms, food price goes down, doesn't cost that much. Let's get robotics in here. Ooh, costly. Oh, medium. Let's have it proper, at least. bit of futuristic in here. Unemployment's going up. Olympic House. Nothing says international leadership like successfully hosting the Olympic Games, and our Olympics went with a high hitch. Ooh, yeah. Tourism up. Manifesto promises available. Demand from a donor. Okay, what do they want? Youth club subsidies. Yeah, implemented. It's cool. Cool. Yeah. Go nutso with them. Increase socialism. It's a bit expensive, but fuck it, do it. Budget is strong. Election. Getting less votes with our deficit of budget. Manifesto promises. I will make a pledge to raise the GDP. I'll make a pledge for gender equality. I will not cut these taxes. Executive term limit. Yeah, we can cut that. Okay, we currently don't have the moves for this. What do we have the moves for? Where's our pledges? Electioneering. Turns remaining 17. Okay, GDP, gender equality. What can we do for gender equality? Maternity leave, and there is a gender discrimination act. Positive action. Reset. Yeah, it's very popular. Let's do it. And what else can we do for this? Maternity leave. Can put a few points in here for full pay. Quite popular, extremely popular actually. Yeah. Let's do it like this. Election results. Start the count. Stop the count. Stop it now. We are winning. No. Oh, look at these. Get crushed, mates. Powerful. What a big majority. Germany's last chance is winning. Let's break it down. We are incredibly popular. Actually, capitalists voted for us. Patriots voted for us. Even people we pissed off voted for us. Wow. Conservatives and wealthy just didn't vote for us, but people who love a good running company and country can be assured our changes were. Since we were elected, we destroyed private housing. We fixed the environment. We raised equality. Wow. CO2 emissions are down, air travel is down, tobacco usage, traffic congestion, car usage, everything gone. Foreign relations, happy as fuck. GDP, a bit in the dumpster. But the lifespan is up. So you can enjoy this misery for longer. Foreign investment is up. People invest in our land. For earnings. Gender equality, yeah. Unemployment split up, yeah. Telecoms industry is even happy. I didn't privatize it. Oil demand is down, yeah. Poverty is down. So this is all good things. Private pensions are a bit away, so is the minuscule problems they make. Bus usage is down. Oh, we should fix something about this. The oil price has gone up. Fuck the oil price. Voter analysis. Wow, we can click at random dudes. Oh, someone voted for the brown turds. Let's begin our next turn. Wow. Post-election reshuffle. You can take an opportunity to reshuffle cabinet ministers without losing cabinet. If you need to throw out some disloyal minister, replace them with loyal. Keep him, keep him. Fine. She's not very... She kinda stopped my actions here. Fire her. Keep the rest loyal and in my crew. Reshuffle the cabinet. Fire... Not her again. Someone loyal. Gives me some points and actually wants to work in tax. Middle income and conservatives. We need a guy that has the appeal right there. Let's get him. Okay, let's just look at this report, but I think that shall be good enough for today. It was a nice and interesting first look at how we can run for a term and win. Public land law is still privately owned with access to walk on land restricted by public land for the countryside within. Private land is private land, the basis of private owner and capitalism. Crazy to have so much open, entirely unused lands in private hands, yeah. Give it up. Give it up! Socialistic bullshit. We are red as fuck. And we have a big deficit. Yeah, that is something we have to work out. It's not cheap changing a country. But that is something we could... Let's save this last chance. We are doing well. There's no imploding issues. Could only go up from here, right? But I think that was a great first look. I thank you for your patience with my government and wish you fair treatment in your country. Have a nice evening.